Okay, I wasn't gonna make one quite yet today, but I am pissed. Welcome, not at you all. I want to tell you something that happened. Welcome, by the way, to Integrative Preparedness. I'm Steve Smith, by the way. But I had to get this. I wasn't gonna make one till later, but I just found out something. I got to get it off my chest. I just found out that a lot of your all's comments have not been getting up on YouTube. I guess some of the fault is mine, but it irritates me how they're doing. I know there's been funny business here lately. I've watched, I don't keep real close track of my numbers, to be honest, but I've noticed that there are funny things going on with the numbers on YouTube, okay? I don't know enough about this stuff to be, making accusations or whatever, but I know that there's funny business going on. Anyway, I was going back, which I rarely do. I was going back and checking comments that I hadn't responded to. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I try to respond to everybody. I know that people don't expect that because you've told me that you don't expect it, but I like to. I appreciate you all taking the time. You watch the videos. You take the time to sit down there and give me and everybody else your thoughts. Those of you who are, those of you who have been here for a while, you are top notch. You're respectful. You are intelligent. I always say that I have the smartest viewers and comment. I don't know if I have the smartest viewers, but I have the smartest commenters in YouTube land, and that is the truth. Occasionally I'll get a bozo. We all get those, okay? I knocked off quite a few the other day. I even forget what it was, but they were just they were argumentative, they were combative, they were rude, they were insulting, all sorts of things. Not just to me, but to other commenters. I won't have that. However, what I don't often do, and I should, is I don't often go back because I don't spend a lot of time on, checking my numbers on YouTube. I shoot a video, I put it up, comments come across, I see most of them on my phone. I try to get a response there as quickly as I can during my day while I'm doing other things. And I don't get around to checking comments that I haven't responded to. I don't even think about it. Just occasionally when I'm kind of, I'm having a cup of coffee, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Let me see what I haven't commented on yet, and it'll pop up. Well, then while I was on that, so I tried to catch up a little bit. I didn't catch up on everything. And then I says, comments that are being held, right? Because you can put up a filter holding, for different things. And I have always put down, I'll tell you first, when I looked under there, there were all these comments that were held for supposedly improper things. And I read them, and some of them were from, people who normally comment. And I said, well, no, that person wouldn't put in something that was improper. And so I'd read the comment, and then I found that what the problem is. I've put a setting on that says don't hold comments that contain links, right? Which is a dot something else. So many of these comments were held because of typos. And like something dot, and then simply because the person had, like we all do, had failed to put a space between something and then the dot and then something else. And the bots are picking whatever they call the algorithm, whatever it is, picking it up and thinking that it was a link, held that comment. Well, these things, there are some that have been held for months because I never check it. And some of those comments were just brilliant. I mean, they were amazing. I'm ticked off, first off, that I didn't get a chance to read them and respond to them appropriately, because I would have thanked those people. And I was going to make a list, but there were just too many. So I'm hoping that everybody hears this. And if you put up a comment and you didn't see it, you say, well, did Steve take it down? Did he not let it out? What's going on here? I don't think I said anything bad. You didn't. It was because I had put up that filter of don't allow links down there. And your comment, because of whatever, a typo, a space, it was identifying it as a link and holding it, and then I never checked those things, and so it didn't get up. I've gone through the whole, well, not through the whole, I haven't had time. I've gone through a lot over the last month or so, 2 months maybe, I forget, 3 months, something. And I've checked and I've approved all of the comments that I saw. That now I got rid of some that were just obviously, if it's in a foreign language, I'm going to delete it because I don't know what it says. Okay, and it's probably spam anyway, or it's a bot or whatever. But if it's in a foreign language, I'm going to delete it. If you're obviously trying to send people over to another channel, I'm probably going to delete it because I don't have time to check everything on that channel. Okay, it may corroborate what we're talking about. It may agree. It may, but also it may contain things that with which I disagree. And this is my channel, and I feel responsible for the information going out over it. I have no problem with people going to other channels at all. I mean, crying out loud, it's America. It's like when I started a channel, I wanted people to come to my channel. All creators do. So I have no problem with that. What I would have a problem with is was someone, not you, because you would never do it, was someone using my channel to send people to another channel that might contain information with which I disagree, because now you're getting information that I disagree with through my channel, and that just doesn't set right with me, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So that's probably going to be knocked off. If I have a chance to watch something, I might, if I find it interesting, and I might leave it up. I had to take down something the other day that they sent it over there, and part of it was good, part of it wasn't. And so I just wouldn't allow that, okay? Also, even in the wording so we'll have a little seminar. So I've tried to put, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing, I'm still a little ticked. I've tried to approve all those and get them back up there. I'm sorry that you all didn't have the opportunity to see those outstanding comments when they were new and have a chance first to learn from them and then to respond to them if you would like to. One, I think I deleted by mistake, and it was one of the very best comments I've ever heard, and it was long. I wish that I could remember who it was, but I can't. I don't want to say the wrong commenter. So if you're listening to this and you said, well, I wrote a really long comment and I've commented on Steve's stuff before and and I don't think I said anything wrong, well, it might have been your comment, and I apologize. I'm all over the place. I am sorry, all over the place. So anyway, that's what I'm ticked off at. Maybe now that I've gotten this off my chest, and let you all know, don't feel badly if you didn't see your comments. It probably wasn't me taking it off, but I fixed it. What I've done is I've taken off that filter. Now I know what this leaves me open to is for a lot of comments to contain links. But I guess I'm just going to have to try to deal with that because I don't want to, and I know that I'm not going to remember. I got a million things going on in my life, I'm not going to remember to check my held comments as often. I would mean to, like right now, I'll say, okay, I got to check that, but I'll get busy, and tomorrow I'll forget, and the next day I'll forget, and then 3 weeks later I'll go, oh man, I haven't checked that. I'd better go check that. And by then you think that I haven't let your comment up, or I've taken it off, or people haven't gotten to see it, one thing or another. So I'm going to take that filter out. I'm just going to keep a close eye on anything with links in it. Now, this might be a good time to review some parameters for newer people joining us here. I love my commenters. I love my viewers. I don't like people who like to start trouble. I don't like people who are impolite. I don't like people who are discourteous. I don't like people who are argumentative. I don't like people who try to start a fight. There are ways that you can do things and ways that you shouldn't. And whatever you do, and whether your comment or your response to someone else, it can either be respectful and courteous or otherwise. If it's otherwise, I'm taking it off. I just don't allow that. I don't allow that behavior in my house. I didn't allow it in my schools. I don't like people who are argumentative. Let me just put it that way. And I don't put up with it, and I don't expect my guests to put up with it. And it's my job to see that they don't have to. It has nothing to do with free speech. We are not covered by the First Amendment here, okay? And it has nothing to do with, well, you can't, well, I'm not even going to get it. I get so silly, as any creator will tell you. You get the most ridiculous statements, coming at you. But those are few and far between compared to the vast majority of excellent commenters. Another thing is, please do not recommend another channel in your comments. Here's the reason. It's not that I think I'm going to keep all these other channels a secret, right? And I want everybody to watch my channel. That's not what it is. No, they're out there. Here's the thing. If I want to recommend a channel, I will. Okay? I know a lot of channels. I don't watch a lot, but I have peeked in on them, okay? I've peeked in on channels. There are some who I have found I can say, I approve this message of this channel, tells it like it is. There are others who sometimes contain good information, but for one reason or another, I'm not going to promote that channel, okay? That's just the way it is. They could have excellent information sometimes, and then they could have other stuff that's, okay. I cannot promote that, and I cannot support that. So that's why. So please don't come on here and say, check out so-and-so's video on such and such. If you'd like to send me a message on it, I don't know. I don't check messages there. I do on Patreon. If you'd like to come over on Patreon. That's kind of a more expansive channel. That's why we have it. Come on over there. It costs you $1 a month. Come on over. You can send me messages and say, and I have a lot of my time is spent with reading and responding to messages on Patreon. And that's where you can come over and say, and you can post links over there too. You can, but not on YouTube. But you can send me a message. Hey, have you seen this? Here's a guy that I think you might be interested in, and that's great because then you're showing the respect of here. Take a look at this and see if you might want to pass it on to the rest of the folks. That's great. If you want to promote other channels, do it on your channel, right? Okay. So I think that's it. Again, my apologies to everybody who may have thought that I was knocking their comments off, because I probably wasn't. Okay, there are a few I have, but I probably wasn't yours. So I got to get back at things. I'm just getting started on my day. Had breakfast, my second cup of coffee. It's been raining outside. It just stopped raining, so it's time to go out and get some things done. I'll come back in probably later on. I'm going to put one up over on Patreon. I always do that. I've gotten to the point I put one up over there pretty much every day. I'm concentrating more on Patreon now. And I get one up over on American Reversion every couple of days. But I'm going to probably get back here and put another one up on Integrative Preparedness YouTube later on. We'll see how it goes. Got a lot to do. If I don't see you later today, I'll probably see you tomorrow. You all have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.